With the exception of one relief sculpture, I think of the pieces in this body of work as constructed drawings. My main emphasis is on drawing, but they are a combination of sculpture, relief, and drawing. I use pencil, watercolor, ink, and Conte crayon on various handmade papers that are collaged together. I did something at Dieudonné Paper Mill, and they make all these beautiful handmade papers, and I just loved it so much, and I realized that, you know, the marks that you could make on the surface would just be so much more beautiful when you have a beautiful tactile surface to begin with. And also when I was just tearing the papers up and you know, collaging them into sculptures and not making any marks on the surface, they seem to have a real life of their own. I use a lot of glue. I don't stitch or anything, and I know the pieces look a lot like, you know, fabric, but it's all drawn onto the surface, and then as I'm drawing onto the surface, sometimes I'm cutting and gluing and adding different layers of paper, and then some marks go on those pieces of paper, but the form of the piece and the marks on the surface all evolve simultaneously. The shapes and the patterns just come out of a history of the way I work and what's evolved over the years. The colors are always very earthy in all my work, or they're white. So I'm not a real color person except in a tonal kind of way, and that's what I prefer. That's always what I've been drawn to, grays and browns and very neutral kind of colors, because the work is very subtle. The most sculptural piece, it's really a sculpture. It's what I call a relief, made with just layers and layers of cut, very thin strips of paper, put together with cheesecloth, polyester stuffing, and styrofoam that you can see more when you're looking at the piece from the side. But on the surface, what you see is mainly the handmade cut paper strips. They're all cut by hand. There's a sort of meditative quality that I really love. It's a complete escape. It's very relaxing, and it's something that I can control. There's also a certain amount of unpredictability that happens in the work, which is really exciting.